know when you're going.
Recording.
It's becoming like my signature intro or something. Anyway, what's going on, guys and girls? Back with another video, another review on these babies. My brand new Century gloves. In case you're wondering, yeah, I buy a crap load of gloves. Gloves and shorts is like my thing for some reason. I don't know. Don't judge me. Anywho, I got these about a week ago, and I've had a pretty rough time here personally, so I actually didn't think I'd get to make this video, but I did finally. I took some time to put these through my normal glove test, some light combos, heavy combos, spinning back fist, Superman punch, bag work, ground work, all that jazz. So before we get into talking about them, let's see them in action. And that was the gloves in use. So now, let's talk about them. First things first, the wrist. I feel like this is the most important part to a glove. Like, I know that sounds weird, but look, like I've said before, it's easy to curl your wrist when you're hitting a bag or even sparring. I mean, accidents happen, so it's good to have a good sturdy wrist on your gloves, whether it be boxing gloves, MMA gloves, sparring gloves, whatever. Any kind of training glove. This one is double Velcro. So it's not like they're really super tight and it cuts off my circulation and becomes uncomfortable. They're good and sturdy. So it helped me really keep my hand straight. Plus the outside and the inside is cloth instead of like leather. So there was no irritation with it regarding my wrist. They're open palm, like pretty much any MMA glove nowadays, which is good for grappling. But as usual, the other thing I've really come to respect having a thumb on your gloves. I guess when I started competing in MMA, it was like the old school thumbless gloves, and that's what I used for a long time. In fact, my old Century gloves are the kind that's made like that. But within recent years, I have come to really appreciate having a thumb on the gloves, because just like your wrist, it's easy to jam your thumb or bend it back, especially when you're grappling and parrying and your hands are all over the place. So I love having a thumb nowadays. The inside of them is cloth as well. I buy my gloves small instead of going for like large, extra large. Like these are a medium. I like my gloves tight. So, just don't judge me. It's my thing. So I don't use hand wraps when I'm using in my sparring or MMA gloves. So the inside being cloth is also real comfortable on my hand. As you can see, there's no glove burn, what I call it, which can happen easily with gloves that are leather on the inside, like my karate gloves. The most unique thing I like about this is this right here. I love this little U shape in the gloves. So like my old ones, for example, the pad covers the whole back of the glove from the fingers down to the wrist. And I use those all through my competitive years. So the pad is actually coming up off the glove a little bit for my old ones. But this, it bends, it's got a little give as you ball up your fist and use your hand in combat training and sports. If you can look, I'll try to show you here. On the inside, there is some cloth and stretchy material. So that's really kind of cool that the glove bends and moves with your hand. The outside is leather. It's like really good leather too. I used a pair of Everlast gloves once, and the first punch I threw on the bag chipped the finger. So as you can tell on both gloves, the Century ones are holding up a lot better. So that's a big plus. I hate running around with scrappy looking new gloves. But yeah, these are really good gloves for anybody that's into any kind of MMA, karate, any kind of contact sport, and want a good light little open palm padded glove. I don't really want to sound like biased or anything, because anyone who knows me knows I love the Century brand. My karate gi is Century. I just got some new shorts not too long ago that are Century. These gloves, my old gloves, my Focus mitts. I've got a lot of Century products. But just a little history here. If for nothing else, you should at least go to their website and check these gloves out, just because it's Century. I mean, look, Century's been around since 1976. Michael Dillard was the guy who pretty much put the whole thing together. And when he started, he was working out of his garage. And when he was traveling from tournament to tournament and stuff, he was selling gis out of his van. So, I mean, Century's been around for a while. I mean, yeah, there's other martial arts companies and brands, but 1976 till now, that's 44 years. So Century has really evolved and adapted with the times. And when MMA started getting mainstream and becoming big, they provided MMA type products, from shorts to gloves, bags, rash guards, and all that typical MMA stuff. So if for nothing else, at least check these out. just because they are Century and it is a good product. And that'll do it for this video. So as usual, if there's anything that you think I should try and check out, leave it down in the comments and let me know. But aside from that, per usual, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.